Right, welcome back to the channel. Just a quick recap, update, future plans, etc. Obviously, you've seen the latest project that's coming in. Work's kind of piling up really, which is kind of good, but kind of frightening as well at the same time. Still going on with the Z650. I say, as soon as I've got the problem rectified, I've been speaking to a lot of people. A gentleman called Brian, a gentleman called Mitch. Big thank you to Mitch. It's been really helpful. Obviously with the Z650, a lot of parts were missing, damaged, broken. So a lot of parts have had to be replaced. Did come to light that maybe the problem for obviously the starting, etc. I'd gone through everything. I'm still going through it. Didn't have a clutch, actual switch. As I say, I was speaking to Mitch. Then we're back to the fiches, went back through the wiring diagrams, and yes, it seems that that clutch cutout switch should be in place. So I've got one of those on order, so at the moment that's off to one side until that part actually arrives. I've managed to find, obviously I didn't have the original clutch perch, so I've managed to find one of them. Again, that's second hand, that's on its way. So that kind of gets you up to date of where I am with the Z650. It's still sitting there just out of view at the moment. I haven't attacked any of the paintwork at the moment. Well, I'll just show you where it is at the moment. So that's it currently. Not much has changed. Managed to get the only thing that has changed, managed to get the rear wheel sorted. That was quite a painstaking to actually get that. So it's not running rim locks, it's stayed up. I had to get a new tube in there. I had to get some more rim tape. So I think that's where it did actually cause a puncture. So the rim locks have come up. I had to get the tyre off completely. So, I mean, that's still nice and firm and the air's stayed in it. So that's all back together, which is nice to get the original back in there. So that's one problem ticked off the list. As I say, the clutch switch. I need to actually change this perch out. It is actually the wrong one. Like I said, the other one is on its way, and then hopefully I can get back on. So I really appreciate everybody's help, everybody's support, all the messages. It's been phenomenal. So with that to one side for a minute, obviously I've still got a pile to do. I'm still cracking on with the Z1000. I'll show you where I'm at with that one in a second. The only bike I really don't need to touch is the trusty Busa, which is sitting just behind the camera. The Varadero, that's still not back. I was hoping to have that back already, but that's still causing me more issues. Managed to sort the clutch problem out. It now goes into gear, which is great. So the clutch actually all works fine. I've replaced, well, I literally had the whole clutch out, all the mechanism, another clutch cable. So that's all back in, that's all sorted. Only problem is now it won't start, which I've now worked out to fuel cutout relay, and there seems to be the fuel pump. It's not priming the pump, but it has been standing for so long, so it's possible that there's fuel that's got into the pump and it's just stale and gone sticky. So hopefully I'll try and strip that apart. But I've got replacement parts just to get it back. So hopefully that's going to take a little bit longer, but hopefully the Vara should be back. A lot to do on the Vara. It's feeling very sorry for itself. It's quite old, as you saw in the videos. Also want to bring the ST11 back in the garage. Again, that seems to be at the moment the daily rider. So that needs a few bits doing to it. I want to have a look at the dash shelf. I have got the plan for it in metal. So we're going to have a go at that. Never done one before, but that should be quite fun. Obviously the new project, as you've seen, a lot to do on that. No time scale on that one, so that's just going to be, I'll work out how I'm going to do it. I may put the Z1000 to one side because that's not an urgent project that I'm doing. It's just my own piece of fun. Obviously the Z650 restoration, again, is my own bike, but I really want that up and running. Whether I keep it or not, I don't know. It might go out for sale. But as I say, with the Z1000, that's my own fun, do what I like, my bike built my way project. I want to try out all different things, different colours. I've got loads of ideas of what I actually want to do with it. Again, I've had another extended the clear up in the garage, so again things have moved around. You're always moving stuff around in your garage to maximise the space and make it look good. I've managed to build another workbench. I'll show you that in a second. So as you saw in an earlier video, obviously I've wrapped, say, some old carbon wrap that I had. This bench, I've now actually made another bench that now sits in the corner. As you remember before, the yellow and black shelf racks were up there. Well, they're now sitting nicely because obviously they all come apart. I did have a couple of people asking me where they came from. I've had them absolutely years. They were my late father-in-law's. I've had them over 10 years. I did see a mark on it that says Contico. So if ever that helps anybody, but they are brilliant. They're just plastic. They hold quite a lot of stuff. You can basically either have it as 6. I actually had some wheels under it so it can move around if I wanted to keep it all, or I can split it into 3s, I can do it into 2s. It is quite a very good system, utilises space and hides a multitude of sins. But again, with the new benching, yeah, I'll put some decorations up as well. My little tribute to a good friend of mine, Nick, Skimp Racing. And obviously my MotoGP stuff, but yeah, so just another basic move around, trying to utilise the space. A lot of that in the corner is Z1000, so they're still sitting up there. Working at the moment on the cases, I say polishing. I started working on this piece, then I'll move over to the other bits. The actual ultrasonic cleaner, that's been working overtime. I say because obviously we will get back to it in probably the next episode. Will be back onto the cylinder head. That's still got to be cleaned, stripped. Well, most of it's out, all the valves are out. All the valves are still bagged. I'll start working through. I won't show that on film, it's quite a long drawn out process, but yeah, all that's still got to be cleaned, stripped of paint, repainted. Under the cover is the Z1000 engine. I'll show you that in a minute. What I wanted to do was just basically mock it up as empty cases, so there's nothing in it, it's just purely empty. It weighs a lot less obviously, which is a help, but I just wanted to get an idea of the contrast of the gloss black and chrome, how it accents itself. Does it look good? I've had a couple of people say, oh, I prefer satin. I'm trying the gloss just out of curiosity really. I might go with it, I'm not sure, but I'll show you where it is at the moment. I've just lodged the pistons on the top. but at its present state, again, I've painted parts, I've tested parts, the actual tensioner unit, gloss black, that's going to be polished up. I'm not trying to go with not too much actual polishing, but just merge the two in together. Let's say the pistons are just slid in the top for now, but obviously once I get the cylinder head on there, then I can put the rocker cover on as well. But as I say, everything's empty. There's absolutely nothing in it, no gearbox, no crank, nothing. I ended up actually painting the actual points cover, because that was originally chromed. I thought that looked a bit too much chrome, so I thought it would look better if I paint it black just to see how it goes. But no, pleased with how the engine's coming out. As I say, it is purely mock-up. I've still got a lot more polishing to do, especially on the covers. But it is starting to give an idea of what it's looking like now and what I start with. That one's slightly better. It's had a bit of work on it, but not huge. But that's really what's been keeping me going and keeping me busy. As I say, there is so much. There's obviously, I haven't got everything inside at the moment. Most stuff's sitting outside, just to give me a bit of space. As I say, trusty booster just needs an MOT, and then that's back on the road. Runs beautifully. But this is the main one that, as I say, as soon as the part arrives, I can start getting back into that, and then we can move on to paint. So I'm certainly busy behind the scenes. It's, you know, I'm always out here sort of pottering away, doing bits and pieces. But I found it helpful with the extra bench now. So like I said, yeah, I've been quite busy. As I say, there's a lot going on, lots of bike things to do. As I say, the Varadero, when that's back, as I say, I need to get back onto that. At the moment, I just want it back on the road. There is a lot of work to do, just to bring it back to life, really. She's a tired old girl. She's done 95,000 miles. So I just want to spruce that up, just make it look a little bit fresh. ST, again, doing brilliantly, all the work that's gone on it. I'll leave a link to anybody that's interested, the ST series, I'll leave a link to that at the end of the video. Again, there's plenty of playlists, there's plenty of projects I've done. Again, keep the comments coming. The support is fantastic. I'm getting comments now from all over. The other day I had one from Rio, which was great. So it's nice that my videos are getting out to people, hopefully inspiring people to have a go, because that's basically what my channel is. I learn as I go, I try, don't always get things right, but who does? You know, obviously as I'm getting better and better, then things are starting to get easier. Wiring, I don't think it's ever going to be my strong point, but I'm willing to try, I'm willing to learn. Zed has taught me quite a lot about wiring, so it's obviously the Z1000, that's going to be another one altogether. There is no wiring loom at all for that, so we'll see what happens with that. But plenty of stuff coming up. As I say, keep liking, keep subscribing, keep the comments coming. There's a link to my Facebook page in the description if you want to pop across there. Some people like Facebook, some people don't. You can private message me. I'll try and answer your questions. I'll try and help you where I can. I don't know everything, but some of the information I can find out, or I can point you in the right direction. So I hope that helps everybody. But again, thanks for all your support. Join me again in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.